One team composed purely of all epic champions to clear all of the normal mode dungeons in Raid Shadow Legends. Challenge accepted. Let's do this, boys. And this is really going to speak to the value of some of these champions as well, man. Some of these epic champs, I mean, they're basically legendary in terms of what they are offering to your account. Let's put the team together and let's see if we can build one team that we don't make any changes to and see how far they can get into each dungeon. It is dream team time, boys. Hey, man, before we get to the team, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, then all you're going to do, man, is be signed out of Plarium Player on your PC and click on the beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box to get off to the best start possible. We're talking Elnaril, it's a free start at Legendary, whole bunch of epic champions as you level up your account as well. And all you're going to do is sign up using that beginner promo link down below, man. You can also use promo code Supreme6 on day 1 of your new raid account, and that will get you Void Legendary Champ, good old Supreme Galak as well, also on day 1 of your new account, man. So crazy time to start off a new raid account. I don't know when Supreme 6 and when the Supreme Galak promo code is no longer going to be a thing, so don't hang about. Okay, man, let's put together the squad. Now, if you're a newer player to Raid Shadow Legends, by the way, and you're building out your very first ever champion team of like level 50, level 60 champions in the earliest months and earliest weeks of your account, this can also be a pretty good video meant to teach you the kind of tools that you want to be bringing for your like all-purpose team, right? When you're just getting started in Raid. Deacon Armstrong is going to be champion number 1. This guy brings an ally speed aura in all battles by 19%. Very good. Useful for what we are doing right now. Also, speed being the best stat in the game. Makes sense that we want to have at least one champ on the team that's bringing this aura right here. Deacon also brings a double hitter on the A1, which is going to help us out in Fire Knight. Leech is a bit of extra healing as well. But of course, Deacon's main strength comes in his A2, or rather A3, A2 combo, right? With the A3 being 10 meter fill and 10 meter decrease for all enemies, then granting himself an extra turn on a 3-turn cooldown. Unbelievable stuff. Crazy amount of wave control with this skill. And then he gets to follow that up with the AoE decrease defense as well on the A2. So AoE decrease defense, exceptionally important for almost every team everywhere in the game in Raid Shadow Legends. Deacon checking a hell of a lot of boxes. The old man has got to be champion number 1 in this squad. Second most important champion type to bring to the team is going to be a speed booster champ, right? Haikatoon is going to be bringing the 10 meter fill by 50% and the increased speed buff on all allies for a couple turns. Very good stuff. Almost again, every team in the game feels like they need an increased speed buff. Haikatoon's 30-day login reward champion, nice and accessible, great. She's also going to bring a little bit more 10 meter control as well on her A3, which is lovely. If you're going to be tackling Spider and Fire Knight, especially Fire Knight, we're definitely going to need a couple of 10 meter decreases on the team as well. So that's Deacon, that's Haikatoon, they both bring a little bit of that sauce, and she also brings a decreased speed debuff as well on the A1. Not a super high land rate, but still very good nonetheless. As for my damage dealer of choice for this team, every team needs a nuker, right? Preferably a nuker who brings a good mix of single target and AoE nukes if you're going to be using them in multiple areas of the game. Dude, you know what? I'm going with Siege Hulk, man. Didn't see that coming, did you? No, you didn't. Exactly. Siege Hulk is great. He's actually great for this team and for this particular squad because of how his A1 works. Attacks one enemy, decrease the target's 10 meter by 15%. Okay, cool. Brings a little bit of extra 10 meter control, which is lovely. Only if the target's under decreased defense or decreased speed debuff, albeit. But that's fine. They're gonna be. Also brings some self buffs as well for crit rate and crit damage on his A3 before attacking into a single target, and has a reliable way, 100% land rate, decreased speed debuff, strong version for a couple of turns as well on his single target hitter A3, and so that's going to be nice. That's going to be really nice to have against the likes of Spider, to just be able to get up the decreased speed instantly against the Spider boss. And all of those self-buffs as well are going to be quite helpful too. And then he brings a big AoE hit as well. Also self-buffing with increased attack. So he's checking that box as well. Brings all of the self-buffs, then attacks all enemies with this A2. So some good AoE damage. He does place decreased defense on this A2 as well. Little bit redundant. Of course, Deacon's going to be taking care of that 99% of the time, but even still, Siege Hulk, good versatile damage dealer, good mix of tools in his kit. Very happy to be bringing that man along. And just a fantastic champion in his own right, by the way. Next champion we're going to bring is Morag. Morag is crazy as hell, of course. Free champion for everybody. Just collect those Plarium player points just by logging in, playing the game, being online in the game. Very good champion. She's defense-based, meaning that she's nice and tanky, nice and stocky. She brings a multi-hit on A1, which is again going to help out in Fire Knight. Tell you what else is going to help out in Fire Knight. Oh, happy little ally attack on the A3. She teams up with 2 random allies, attacks a single enemy. Very good, right? It's going to be great for just breaking down those shield stacks against Fire Knight. and it's just a very, very nice skill in general to have. So she's going to be like a secondary damage dealer. Main reason I'm using Morag is because I don't have a Farrakhan the Fat built on my main account, so I can't be using him. He's an even better ally attacker, and he would bring poisons and HP burns in his kit as well, which lovely to have against Dragon, of course, but and he's also better into Fire Knight, really, than Morag. But Morag is what we've got to work with. She does also bring in attack all enemies, place strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns as well, so some extra defensive capabilities, reducing incoming damage with those strengthen buffs, which is going to be quite helpful into Ice Golem when we eventually get there. So, you know, give and take, Morag is going to be part of the squad. And the final champ we're going to run on the team is the Safety Net champ, okay? The kind of champ that's going to allow us to survive for longer against waves of enemies that are otherwise going to take us a while to bring down. That's going to make sure that we're not dying to counterattacks from the Ice Golem boss, all of that good stuff. It's none other than Hitatsu. Now, there's a few champions you can switch out for Hitatsu, but I think it's really, really crucial to have at least one champion like this on most of your champ teams when you're progressing through the game. He brings a leech debuff on the A1, some extra healing. Brings an AoE attack all enemies, decrease attack strong version on the A2, very, very nice. And then on the A3, he brings an increased defense and that continuous heal buff, some actual team-wide healing as well. But all of the damage mitigation tools, right? Increased defense, decreased attack, bit of heals. Good stuff. Instead of Hitatsu, we could be running the likes of Grush the Mangler, who's another free login reward champion. Very, very good champ. Kind of does a very, very similar job to Hitatsu. Also brings Leech on the A1. He also brings decreased attack debuff on his A2. It's kind of the same champion. He also brings decreased crit damage as well. And then he also brings the continuous heal buff on attack all enemies on the A3 as well. It's a stronger continuous heal than Hitatsu's, but he doesn't bring increased defense buff, you know, so there's a bit of a trade-off there, but Grush the Mangler could totally fulfill this role. Actually, I like to call this role like the babysitter role, you know, to make sure that you're not like dying against waves and stuff like that, and you've got some defensive tools to use against Ice Golem. Vorgoth is another one that you could consider. Brings a bunch of healing through his passive, and brings an attack all enemies, provoke and decrease attack sort of combo, like wombo combo to use against waves. The babysitter champ, man. The champ that's going to ensure that you're not dead before you get to the boss. And there they are, man. This is the team that I'm going to roll with. I'm going to try them out into stage 24 of Dragon as the very first test. Let the testing begin. Let's see how far these guys can get. I'm very, very deeply worried about Spider. Just because the Hitatsu, it doesn't really do anything particularly into Spider's Den. Right now, though, the damage is seeming pretty good, man. The big AoE decreased defense, not bad. I'm also particularly oh my god. Siege Hulk can really smack as well, by the way, as you can see. His damage is nothing to sniff at. I've got to do a showcase video at some point soon on Siege Hulk, now that I'm nearly done building him out and farming his masteries and stuff, but I'm a little bit concerned about Spider, just because Hitatsu's not doing a whole lot there, and I'm not sure we're going to have enough turn meter control, or just tools even to just deal with the Spiderlings. Spider's Den might be a little bit of a struggle, as it always is, let's be honest, you know, it's one of those. But as you can see, Deacon, insane amount of wave control against the waves, just insane 10 meter control, 10 meter boost for us, decrease for the enemies, blah, 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 blah. We're going to get through this just fine. You also notice as well that I tried to stay away from Void Epics in this video. You just want to be as much of a challenge as possible, you know. In fact, I'm thinking of doing a video like this, if we've got some like time to plan it and prepare it a little bit. Let me know if you guys would be interested. Doing this again, but with rare champions, and seeing if it's possible to conquer even just like stage 20 of all of the normal dungeons using only rares. I think that could be really, really fun to try and attempt as well. It would also mean, though, that during the current CVC that's on right now, I need to get farming a lot of masteries for a bunch of rare champions, though, in order to prepare for that, man. So let me know what you guys think. I'd tell you what would be really fun as well. Go ahead and make your predictions right now. What stage do you think that we can push to for each of these normal dungeons with this team, man? Do you think we're gonna clear stage 25 Dragon? Do you think we're gonna be able to make it to 25 Fire Knight with this team? I'd love to hear your guys' predictions, man, as to how this team is gonna perform. I have no idea myself. The only dungeon that I tested this team out in was Dragon itself last night. So I do have a bit of an inkling as to how far they can push in Dragon, starting off at stage 24 here, of course. But since I mucked about with the team just a little bit, like the other night, I've actually farmed up some more levels and some more masteries on these guys as well. So maybe they're gonna get a little bit further than even I'm expecting. It looks like stage 24 Dragon is not going to be too much trouble. Big old hit coming in from the Siege Hulk, not bad. See, this is where having a Farrakhan on the team, maybe instead of the Morag, or maybe even instead of the Hitatsu, potentially, would be a hell of a lot better here. HP burns, poisons, that kind of thing. It's a little bit dicey to not have any poisons or HP bends on the squad, but is what it is. Oh, bloody hell, it's dead. Had to unpause my recording real quick. Now, Batman, not a fast clear, exactly, like 4.5 minute clear, but you know what? We got it done. Siege Hulk damage, well up there. Morag, not bad as well. We got it built out with a pretty solid build. Now time to give this a run out in stage 25. Let's see if we can actually just conquer normal dragon with this squad completely. I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that the Siege Hulk is negative affinity into this, and so it might be weak hitting quite a bit. We might struggle for damage against this son of a gun. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end and just spoil with for you guys whether or not we actually make it. Oh, I tell you what, we are taking some smacks from these guys, man. The Hitatsu in his decreased attack, the strength and buffs, the increased defense, all of that, doing a hell of a lot towards keeping us alive here, man. The Siege Hulk dropping low like a couple of times, but looks like we're going to make it through, man, on account of our babysitter champ, which puts a pretty humorous image in my head of Hitatsu babysitting the giant Siege Hulk. But okay, on to the boss, man. Let's see if we can crack this now. Oh, bloody hell. I tell you what, man, the damage isn't great. The damage isn't great. Of course, the Morag has got like the chance like strong hit and stuff like that, but the Siege Hulk, more often than not, is hitting for like 10,000 damage against force affinity, you know, which is a real problem. That was a pretty decent sized hit. I'm still not sure that we have enough of the tank here to actually crack the purple health bar just now. Oh my god, we do. Okay. Well, that's the first mechanic over. Oh my god. We are actually gonna do it, man. The damage is all coming together. We've actually got this, man. Stage 25 Dragon secured. Now, of course, Dragon was always gonna be the easiest one for us to crack, but there it is, man. Stage 25, completely secured for the Dragon. Not bad at all. Let me go ahead and just pop a quick energy potion here. Real quick. Because now it's time to try our luck against Ice Golem, where we're going to be leaning... This is why Hitatsu is on the team. For that decreased attack, for that increased defense, for that healing, all of that action. I am actually going to make the executive decision right now to disable Siege Hulk's attack all enemies A2 on the final boss. I just don't want to be hitting the boss's collateral and triggering unneeded counterattacks. I don't mind if this run is slow, necessarily. I just want to not die. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just going to jump in stage 25 against this sucker and see what we can do. God, it is taking an awfully long time to kill these waves right now, bro. No! Down goes the Haikatoon against the second wave, bro. Oh, God. These guys with the increased defense buffs are taking forever to kill, man. Tell you what, though. Hold on. We're actually still going to get this done. We're still going to make it to the boss. We don't need the Katoon to take out the boss in this dungeon. Oh my god, we've only got to made it. Okay, Hitatsu, man. Your time to shine has come. Okay, we need that decreased attack up as soon as possible. We need that increased defense up as soon as possible. The ally attack for some reason goes into the boss, which makes me nervous with the Morag, but there's the increased defense at least. Just got to get the ads dead now. Decreased attack comes out from the Hitatsu. Very, very nice. Okay, it's just about taking this slow and steady now, dudes. Oh god. We were so close to triggering a counterattack right there, man. I really just want us to get all the ads dead before we trigger the counterattacks, please. Okay, lovely. As long as the ads are dead like this, counterattack comes on in, decreased attack is up, it shouldn't really do a whole lot, you know what I mean? We even get up the increased defense as well before the first counterattack's about to come in right here, so not too shabby. Wait, where is the counterattack? What the hell? What percentage health, man, does this boss counterattack, man? 80%? We didn't get an 80% counterattack, though. Well, whatever, man. Don't question it. We're doing fine. Oh my god, dude. I tell you what. I tell you what, man. There's one buff in this game you never want to underestimate. Like, when your back's against the wall like this, having a leech debuff up on anything, suddenly you value that debuff like 1,000 times more. Anyways, slow and steady. Oh, bloody hell. Deacon just went down to a backhand from the boss. That's one less leech debuffer on the team right now, which is a little bit nervy, a little bit sad. He got a heal reduction debuff, which kind of ruined it. No! It's all falling apart, boys. Oh, god damn it. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. You know what? I'm gonna give this one a second shot. Oh, man. Here we go again. Round 2. Haikatoon just can't live through the waves. Apparently, being weak affinity, she just takes too many smacks to the face. This is horrible. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, my god. So far, so alive, boys. This time by pure RNG, I think. The Deacon is actually just living this time, so that's good. Dude, nobody can convince me, man, that Hitatsu isn't one of the most underrated champions in this game, man. Nobody can convince me otherwise, dude. This guy is okay, Deacon's doing a hell of a lot for like 10-meter control and stuff like that, and fine. Every member of the team it would be lovely to have Haikatoon, but every team member's got a part to play, obviously. But I feel like Hitatsu is just the ultimate, like, budget option-ish babysitter for Ice Golem, dude. There it is, man. Stage 25 done with the same team that we used to clear Dragon 25 as well. So far, so good, man. 25 for 25, boys. Next up, however, it's time for Spider's Den, which I'm deeply, deeply concerned about with this team. Let's work our way down. So for Spider's Den, I'm just setting it so that Siege Hulk opens with his decreased speed debuffer on his A3. Feels absolutely crucial that we do that so we get decreased speed up on the boss as fast as we can. Rally the Horde, I guess we want to be spamming that and then spamming Haikatoon's A2 as much as possible. Hitatsu, I don't know, dude. Hitatsu on this team just on this team in particular, isn't really doing anything, bro. He just kind of exists. Like, Hitatsu's time to shine has come and gone. Yeah. As for our 10-meter controllers, Haikatoon brings a little bit of 10-meter control on a A3. At least Siege Hulk does bring a whole bunch on his A1, but of course we're going to be needing him to kill Spiderlings as well, so I can't just have him spamming this A1, you know. It'll be fine. At least he brings decreased speed, so he's bringing that to the table as well. And we're very, very heavily going to be relying on our Deacon Armstrong to take care of business here, man. Stage 20, let's start. Stage 20 is real tough. Stage 20 is a big win. If you can make it stage 20 using only epic champs and not that many specialist epic champs to take out Spider, I'd be pretty happy with stage 20. I'd be very surprised if we can go higher than this, but let's just use this as like the benchmark here, man. So there's the decreased speed comes out from the Siege Hulk. Ooh, we don't quite have enough damage to kill off all the Spiderlings, man. We're gonna take some hits here. Oh, that's not ideal. That's not supposed to happen. So Siege Hulk gets to attack in now, at least. By the way, the ally attack from the Morag is a huge deal as well, because it means that the Siege Hulk just gets an extra attack against the boss every now and then, which means more 10-meter decrease. And so, ally attack skills, man. Those ally attackers, man, even just Morag being like a freebie champ, do not be sleeping on them. I feel like ally attack champions, more than any other type of champion in the game, always bring more value than what you're anticipating and what you're expecting, you know? Yeah. They're just real good. So far, so good, but now we're out of AoE damage, and so we're going to start to lose team members here very, very rapidly. Siege Hulk doesn't have his big AoE hit just yet. Actually, what the damage to the boss in the 10-meter control is actually pretty good. The increased defense from the Hitatsu here, doing what it can to keep the Hitoon alive. Ugh, bit more 10-meter control from here. I think Siege Hulk's coming up with his AoE hit just now. There it is. Okay. So we're somewhat staying on top of this, man. We're somewhat staying on top of it. What's Morag got? AoE comes out too. Boss's 10-meter is getting dangerously high, though. Deacon's gonna do what he can about that. Oh, ally attack from the Morag. Ah, we didn't hit on the Siege Hulk, though. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that sucks a little bit. I think the boss will eventually get a turn here. Ooh, what I also should have done was made the Siege Hulk open with his A3 with his decreased speed and then set it to be disabled after that, so he just spams his A1 more often against the boss. That would have actually helped quite a bit. Quite stupid of me. Quite the oversight for me to have missed that. We're still doing pretty okay, though. I think it's time for the boss to get its turn in just a second. It might straight up kill the Deacon here, which would be a little bit of a problem, not gonna lie. Oh god, the Deacon is just screwed. Okay. Full disclosure, I did just restart the fight here real quick, actually doing what I just said, right? Making Siege Hulk open with his decreased speed A3 and then disabling that skill so he spams his A1 a lot more now, which means just more 10-meter decrease against the boss. Let's see if we're going to stop the boss from ever getting a 10. I'm not going to lie, man. Like, the AoE damage is obviously necessary. The 10-meter control here and there is great and all. It's whatever. Everyone's playing the part and all of that. But Deacon is just unbelievable, man. Deacon is ridiculous. Like, he's the engine of the team here. Completely buying us so much time against the Spiderlings, basically single-handedly handling the 10-meter control job against the boss. Not really, obviously. Again, a lot of champs here with their own parts to play, but Deacon is nuts. He's nuts in this situation, man. I think we're actually going to do this. Oh, don't want to speak too soon. It looks like the Haikatoon might actually die. Then this is a matter of hoping that we still got what it takes to actually finish this thing. The boss is terribly close to getting another turn in, man. I really don't want that to happen. Okay. Oh my goodness. So we lose the Haikatoon right before stealing victory from the jaws of defeat here, man. Alright, dude. That was a stage 20 clear. We were able to get it done. Stage 21? Really? Do you think we can clear stage 21? Who had the bets on for Spider stage 20? Because I don't think we're clearing 21. Tell you what, we did wipe the first wave of stage 21 Spiderlings pretty easily. It helps at the Void Affinity. Like, nobody's at risk of weak hitting on this team. I mean, I guess they weren't at risk of weak hitting before on the previous stage either, but shut up, okay? Oh my god, man. We might just be outpacing this, man. Stage 21 Spider with this team just shouldn't be possible, dude. Like, the Hitatsu isn't doing anything. We could go all the way down to stage 25, I think, if we just switch up the Hitatsu for a better Spider Specialist, you know, something to control the Spiderlings, or even just control boss 10 meter, because even the boss 10 meter is getting a little bit out of hand as well. In fact, the Haikatu might actually be about to die, just there's so many poisons on herself, so it's not in the bag yet. Here she goes. Wow, she's actually alive for another 10. Oh... The boss just cleared the Spiderlings and healed so much, dude. I didn't realize that it's the bloody boss A3 was coming back. Oh my god, man. Is Seachulk actually going to be the one to finish it? He totally is, dude. Stage 21 done? Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. Now, I can say with almost a certainty that stage 22 is going to be, very, very difficult. Almost impossible. To the point where I'm not even going to bother trying. Stage 21 was so close there that we can't afford to be having like Morag weak hitting into the boss, Haikatoon be weak hitting into the boss with her 10 meter decrease, into the Spiderlings and stuff like that. There's no way stage 22 is doable with this team, but stage 21 Spider, not bad. Not bad, man. So that's 25, 25, 21. That's like better than I was expecting already. Now for Fire Knight. Alright, man, so I'm going to try this with I'm just going to jump in stage 25 against the Fire Knight, man. It's Spirit Affinity. We're like pretty positive affinity against it. Let's see what we can do here, man. Let's see what we can do. I did go ahead and I disabled everything but the Seachulk's A1 in the end. While he does have 100% land rate, decreased speed on the A3, which would be very, very lovely. At the same time, I sort of feel like we just need him to spam his 10 meter decrease. You know what I'm saying? What I'd ideally like to do here is have enough multi-hitters on the team to just break the boss's shield instantly, then have the Seachulk open with the A3 to land the decreased speed, and then have him just never use it ever again in that round, you know, against the boss. That would be like the ideal scenario, but I just can't break the boss's shield in the first round of attacks with this team. Not against stage 25. We just don't have what it takes. We're gonna take 1 or 2 hits potentially from the boss with this team. I'm just going to trust that Hitatsu is going to be able to babysit the team enough and get us through, man. But for now, let's just hack our way through the waves, where once again, it's just the Haikatoon and Deacon Armstrong combo just keeping us so far ahead of these enemies in terms of 10 meter that, you know, it just makes them like 20% as effective as they otherwise would be. So great to have these guys as the engine of the squad. Little bit sketchy, but Hitatsu's decreased attack, increased defense in his heals, going to get us through the waves as well. Let's see what we can do here now. Let's see what we can do here. One thing I did forget to do was disable the Deacon's A3. Not his A3, but disable his decreased defense skill against the boss. Frankly, not needed. I think I'd rather I was just spamming his A1 and his 10 meter boost, spamming his A3 against the boss, you know, rather than that. The boss is going to get to throw up its shield just now. We do have increased defense up on the Haikatoon, hoping that she can just live. Okay, not too scary, man. Not too scary. Okay, we're just going to crack the shield like one more time, right? Oh, we are going to break the shield, but at the same time, oh, the Morag just used her ally attack as he's about to refresh. That's really bad. That's really bad. And the Deacon is wasting his time using decreased defense over and over. Okay, let me restart this one. Alright, man, here we go. Do over, boys, do over. Okay, so we finally cracked boss's shield. It's still, of course, going to get the shield back up, and now we get a little bit of 10 meter decrease at least starting to come on, and we're kind of relying on the Haikatoon to land her decreased speed on her A1. Oh, she fails to do so. That sucks. Oh, nice. Okay, she actually lands it on that hit just now, so break boss's shield one more time, and we're good. We're golden. By the way, Morag is such an underrated beast into Fire Knight. It's actually ridiculous. Like, her counterattacks with her double hitter A1 are insane. Her double hitter A1 itself is insane. Her ally attack skill, way underrated. Really, really good if you've got any champions on your team that bring 10 meter control on their A1s, such as Seachulk, would you know it? Which, bam, he's going to attack in right now, get a better 10 meter decrease as well. Lovely, man. I think it's all coming together. I think that's it. I think the boss actually just doesn't get a 10 now. I think we've got the 10 meter under control, and I think it's going to be a stage 25 Fire Knight clear with this squad. one team of Epic Champions, 0 changes made other than to team presets, like changing the order in which they're going to be using their skills and certain encounters and stuff like that. And what, 3 stage 25 dungeons? And stage 21 spider. I think we've only gone and done it. The boss might actually still get a 10 here, which makes me a little bit nervous, but... oh god, yeah, the boss is going to get a 10, but... we will eventually get the clear. It might be like a 9-minute clear or something. I didn't say it was going to be a speed kill all up and over here, but because of the Hitatsu on the team, the boss basically has no chance of ever killing us. It's just, well, it's going to take a little while, so I'll catch up with you guys when it's done. Oh, let it end. 10.5-minute clear, bro. Let it end, man. Can someone just hit him? Hit him with your stick, Hitatsu. Shoot him. Okay, lovely. He's gone. Oh, it's a resistance piece, man. I got really excited there for a second. It could have actually been like a legitimately awesome little bit. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it, man. I'm not even going to tempt myself. There you have it, man. Little Epic Champion team goes to show, man, the power of Epic Champions when it comes to progression. Just some good, well-rounded epics, man. Slot in and slot out a few of those champs to really specialize those teams and claim all the normal dungeons using just epics, man. You don't need to be waiting around for insane legendaries to get it done. Now, that said, the next challenge is going to be... can we get this done with rare champions? Can we do a similar deal in like a week or so? I'm going to need some time to plan out a video to do it with Epic Champions, but there you have it, man. That would be my all-star Epic Champion team, man. Build that team out, clear everything. What more could I say? Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy this one, man. If you did, make sure to like on the video and all that good stuff, man. And make sure if you're looking to set up a new raid account that you do so by using my beginner link, which you can find down below at the top of the video description box, man. Simply be signed out of Pirate Play on your PC. Click on that son of a gun and use that link down below to create a new raid account, man, for the best start possible. Elnarilla just start a legendary and a whole bunch of epic freebies as you level up your account. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.